I had ran into this post on Instagram and I wanted to speak on it, man. And I said to myself, a lot of stuff like I always say that's going on in the black community can be avoided by one thing. There's a lot of things that we could do as a black community as a whole to avoid and go against the issues that we dealing with. But one of the main issues is fatherless homes. We know that 70 something percent of black homes is fatherless, and that hurts everybody in the household. It hurts the woman, it hurts the children, whether it be boy or girl. And so like I said, I wanted to start this channel back. I had an older channel, and on my older channel, I had a series that I started on there called Understanding Women. And being that a lot of our black men are being raised in single parent households, and all they really, have experience with is their mothers, their grandmothers, their mama friend, their aunties, maybe some uncles every now and sometimes they even have quote unquote weekend daddies or stepdaddies, but they don't really have nobody that love them enough from a male perspective to let them understand women. And so what happens is they go into the world and they deal with certain type of women, and by them not understanding women, they don't know how to categorize women, right? Um, and this how you have these groups that come out like Meek Tao and all these quote unquote. I don't know if I want to call them woman hate groups, but I'm gonna just say anti women groups. Or, there's a lot of men in those organizations. They hurt, they upset, they went through things, and I'm saying this in consideration to their issues. Some of them got issues that need to be spoke about. I'm not saying that like they just a bunch of punks. I understand everybody got feeling, everybody got heart, and everybody got their breaking point. And some of these men have some of these men have reached their breaking point with women. Some of these men have had their heart broke. Some of these men have went through the ringer with women. And in my opinion, I believe it's a fact, but I'm gonna just state it as my opinion. It's because they didn't understand women, number one, and they didn't know how to categorize women. Listen, every woman does not deserve, and that's another thing I want to put out there. I understand the mindset of the black liberal, whether it be man or woman, and I understand that this is a pro-truth channel, and I understand that anytime truth and liberal just don't mix. It just all in water. It don't mix. It just don't mix. So if you're a liberal black man, 9 times 10 you was raised by your mother, raised by your grandmother, um, you may or may not accept some of the things that I say on my video, but this gonna be my fourth entry. This is gonna be my fourth entry into a series I got called Message to the Black Man. Because if we able to understand women and categorize women, you wouldn't see these brothers going date other races, which is something that I am against. Everybody do what they want to do. Um, and I mean, I'm not down on nobody, but I'm personally against interracial relationships. If you don't understand that, look on my channel. I have a video on that, speaking on that and why I'm against interracial relationships. But you see a lot of these brothers, like I said, they in these women hate groups, or they didn't went through stuff, or not so much of that. They just left the black woman alone, and now they date women outside their race, which I don't support. I believe in black love. I support black love, and I understand, and I know that if we was to take the time and either learn women or listen to, because they don't have a lot of them, but they do have a few channels on YouTube like mine that's giving it to you raw, not telling you that it's all a woman fuck. Cause you got a lot of these channels, and it's men who hate women, and they spewing all this hate, and by these brothers being hurt and going through certain things with women, they be like, yeah, man, I'm rolling with that, and that's not the way. Cause I support black love. Only way the black community can ever be strong is if black love come back together, not us going mess with other races of women or just leaving our women alone altogether. But we have to categorize them. And one of the main things, before I even get off into what I'm about to speak on, just and this just cut and dry. Stay away from the liberal woman. I don't care what color race she is, right? But being that we talking, this channel is really for the black man and the black woman. Stay away from the liberal black woman. Stay away from the liberal black woman. And if you have any kind of dealings with the liberal black woman, right? She is to be viewed as a concubine at best. At best. Some of them not even worth your time. But if you feel like she fine and she look good, but she a black liberal woman, and if you don't understand what a black liberal woman is, black liberal women, they big on feminism. They love to speak about race issues that they have no knowledge or concept of what they're talking about. They love the black homosexual. They look the black liberal is basically a brainwashed, dumbed down woman of color who go whatever the world do. Whatever the world doing, that's what she doing. If they twerking our cars, she twerking our cars. If they putting if whatever they doing, she doing. She don't never stand alone. She don't never take a stand for nothing. She's a cold blooded follower. She had the quote unquote city girl mentality, and as the scriptures say, she's always learning but never learning the truth. These are the women who you'll see. One day they talking about the ancestors. Next day they praying to the universe. Next day they praying to tarot cards. Next thing is they always learning but never learning the truth. And as the Bible say, silly women, right? That's the liberal black woman. They always on social media. I'm gonna get off into that, but stay away from them. Period. Like I said, if you have dealing with one of them, make sure they nothing but a concubine. What is that? And a concubine, like I say, some of them not even worth that, because even a concubine have her place in your life. Of course, she's not the one you marry, but she's somebody who basically is a cum bucket. She's the one who you get your rocks off with, nothing more, nothing less. And then coming from me, I'm a man of God, so I don't even deal with concubines. I'm looking for my queen, right? And concubines are not queens. They have no royalty. They just somebody who you get your rocks off. But be careful when you're dealing with them concubine, because, like I said, the liberal black woman, most of them not even worth a quarter. And this is not, and I want to be clear, this is not a gender war channel. This is not, oh man, we going against the black woman, the black man. I'm not with that. I'm all about black love. And that gender war foolishness only goes on in the black community, and it's orchestrated by the white liberal. That's who that's orchestrated on, right? The white liberal. But that's another video for another day. So I'm not on this channel to bash black women, but liberal black women are not. Now listen, they got some liberal black women who grew up because they grew up without a father, which wasn't their fault. They tend to follow certain things, but they got some of them that are willing to learn. They'll get with you and they'll tell you things like put me on what you on, and they open to learning. So you gotta be able to know. Now some of them will pretend. If you're a successful man, they'll pretend just to be in your life until they get knocked up or something like that, and then they got you by the nuts. So you gotta be careful with the liberal black woman, because you never know. But it's gonna show. This is why I advocate to men that I speak with about dating. Dating is very, very important. Get on these chat sites and these social media sites. Meet somebody, linking up with them, having raw sex is not what you should be doing. And like I say, this channel is for black kings. This channel is for black men with a ruling class mentality. This channel is for black men who got great plans on being something great in life. This channel is for black conservative men. This is not for the black liberal man, right? Because they gonna be who they be. The black liberal man, he's selling drugs, he's scamming, he's off into illegal activities, he a thug. And like I say, when I say the liberal, they do have black liberal men and women who are liberal, but because I was once liberal. I was once liberal until I came into the knowledge and I came into the faith. And once you come to Christ, and Christ is the truth will set you free, right? And so once I became into the Christ, once I came into the knowledge of understanding life and understanding things, and I was blessed with wisdom and understanding in a lot of different things from the Most High, it's no way I could live that certain lifestyle no more. Cause I used to do all that foolishness. So I'm saying it's some liberal black women and men who you can rehabilitate, but you will know, right? So when you have certain conversations with them, like I said, they only can pretend for so long, right? And if you somebody who got a high level of discernment like I do, you might go on one or two dates and you gonna already know if this woman or man, which is this video is particularly for the black man. So you gonna know if this liberal woman, because like I said, if she's a liberal, if she trying to make, if she's a liberal who is trying to overcome, or she comfortable being a liberal, right? She got these homosexual. Like I said, I told you what the liberal black woman is. She loved the black homosexual man. She's on twerking. If she not twerking, she's on the side video calling how to yeah with her tongue out. They have the city girl mindset. If you don't know what that is, um, I don't know if this channel might, but I'm not gonna say the channel might not be for you because I'll get off into that in another subject. But they just with everything. They don't have no morals, no standards. Um, they favorite time of the year is income tax time. They bottom feeders, and so like I said, I wouldn't even have dealing with these women. But if you're gonna have dealing with those type of women, they're nothing more, nothing less than a concubine, somebody that you just use to get your rocks off. And so I seen this post on Instagram, and this is what sparked this video. Now we know that in the black community, I always say this in my videos, we are idolaters. If you 40 and under and you black, you idolize celebrities, you idolize athletes, you idolize rappers, you idolize actors. If you're 40 and over, you idolize the fake black leaders like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. You idolize the black pastor. You idolize members of the Democratic Party. We know the Most High is very jealous. And if you're an idolater, probably you're going through a lot of problems in your life because God do not. If you're an idolater, that's who your God is, not the Most High. That's not your God. And the Most High is very upset with you. This is why a lot of our people are under curses because they idolatry. So this brings me to what I'm speaking about. Everybody know, I'm sure y'all heard that the big quote unquote Renaissance world tour by Beyonce is about to take off soon. I don't know when. I think sometime in April or whatever. I don't know. I don't keep up with the date because I wouldn't spend a penny on it if I was a billionaire. And so everybody is out their mind going crazy about going to see Beyonce. And to my knowledge, I haven't, like I said, I haven't did research on this, but to my knowledge, the cheapest ticket in a nosebleed is $900 to $1,000. That's a cheap ticket. That's the ticket that you're gonna have to use binoculars to see Beyonce. And so you have everybody in a frenzy because they idolize this woman, and you know what I'm saying, wanting to go to a concert, right? And first of all, I feel like it's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. Even if I was a Beyonce fan, it's very disrespectful for her to be allowing those tickets to be that high, knowing that the economy is where it's at right now. This woman has all of the money in the world. She just went did one concert in Dubai for $24 million. She only took 1 million of that and gave the other 23 to her daughter who performed with her. This woman is a billionaire, if not on her own, with Jay-Z, her husband. This woman could be doing this concert as a gift back to the fans concert. Look, I don't want no ticket charged over $100. But she don't care about her fans. And that's why I say if I was a Beyonce fan, I would feel very disrespected. But to the point where they got people who willing to do anything, sell a rent, go. I'm talking about. I done heard some stories, and it's just the concert just probably been they just really talked. They just really brought the concert up about a week ago, and I've heard so many stories on social media in real life about the stuff that people doing and willing to do for a Beyonce concert. You know, it's tax time, and it's crazy that people will do all this to go see somebody who can care less about them, who would pass them up on the street, and if they ask for an autograph, they'll tell a security guard, man, get that person away from me. Wouldn't even give you an autograph. And yet you ready to go spend all this money to go see her. And like I said, it's disrespectful. These ticket prices coming from Beyonce, somebody who's that rich and successful, is disrespectful. She already hadn't did no concerts in so long. So for her to be coming back with this concert, you would think the ticket would be reasonable because she do have a huge fan base. But she don't care about y'all. She don't care about the fan base, man. Because if she did, she would not be charging the prices that she charging for some of these tickets when she know that right now the average black family is struggling right now. Which is, I understand all her fans is not black, and I know she don't care about majority. I know she don't care, but I'm making this video to the black man, right? And I just wanted to put this out there. And so I ran into this post concerning that, and so I'm gonna read the post to you and show you why you and it goes off into all what I said earlier about knowing what kind of woman you're with, knowing what kind of woman you plan on being with, knowing what kind of woman that you might be currently with and building with. And if so, if this woman that I'm about to read y'all about, if you dealing with a woman like her that's so materialistic to the point where she willing to put her goals of her of you and her have together to the side on a back burner to go give to a celebrity just to go quote unquote pull out her phone and take Instagram videos and pictures for, run, brother. So let's get into this. This is the text. Babe. He answered, yeah, babe. She said, I love you. He replies, I love you too. What's going on? Baby, I really want to go to Beyonce concert. It's in July. And pre-sale ticket is $216. You don't have to give me a V-Day gift or a B-Day gift. I just want to see Beyonce, please. His response. She sends him the date and everything. Come on now, we agreed not to spend money on entertainment until we save enough for our house. We've been saving 10 months. Can't do it, babe. Sorry. Now, clearly she's with a good man who is a good leader because he's putting his foot down. He's telling her, look, we came up with a plan and we sticking to it, right? Because most of these dudes, like I say, they weak. They don't understand women. They worship women. So they be so scared to lose these women. And this brother is putting his foot down. And like I say, he's a good leader. A lot of these men is not good leaders. This is why they make children and don't be in their children's life, because they not a good leader. They not a king. They don't have that mindset. They don't have that bloodline. Right? So she dealing with a good brother. This was her reply. I'm begging you. She doesn't do concerts often. This is a once in a lifetime thing. This will really make me happy, babe. Please. Now, who cares if she do? I'm begging. She only do concert off. She don't do concert often. This is a once in a lifetime thing. Idolatry. Oh, I gotta go see her. Ooh, man, forget her. Charging all that money for them tickets. Forget her. So this is his reply. You told me last year an engagement will really make you happy. I did that. Then you said a house will really make you happy. We made a deal to not waste money on stuff like that. Her tickets start at $600. Okay, my bad. For nosebleed without taxes and fees. We can't do it. Once we get this house, we can have fun, stay focused, babe. Respect to this brother, man. Respect to this brother. So it's a no. When the tickets go on sale, they won't last long. She will be sold out in hours. I'm begging, and you're still saying no? Now, this is the type of woman you have to watch, fella. This woman is a concubine. This woman is a concubine. Because she's so desperate on wanting to go to this concert, and she's saying to him, listen, I'm begging. Just picture if another dude come along and tell her, look, not so much because I'm so another dude can't see her text, but this is the type of woman who would have a side dude, a dude who in the street, a dude who maybe not even in the street. I'm not even gonna say that. Another dude that she might have contact with, and she had him in the friend zone, and he's a successful brother, whether he in the streets or and if he in the streets, that's not success. Or maybe he's an entrepreneur. He got the money to just give her like that. But of course, men don't just give women free gifts. We know that. And so now, this guy may come in. She might be at work or wherever she at talking about it, and he might interject. Or this might be one because a lot of these. Let me tell you somebody. Like I say, this is a liberal woman, and she's a concubine. So by her being a liberal woman who is nothing more than a concubine, and the way she had the way she acting in this text, I demote her from even being a concubine. I don't even want nobody like that in my space, right? Somebody who don't have no goals in life, liberal black woman. This is the liberal black woman that we talking about. All liberal women, but we talking about black women because we promote black love on here. So we telling you who not to mess with black and who to mess with. And so this woman here, right? By her being a liberal black woman, she have other dudes she talking to, right? She talking to other men, and she got one of the dudes. Cause see, women they good with categorizing. See, men not. Women are. Women have the guy who's their friend. The women have a lot of them. That's why a lot of them like these homosexuals. The homosexual is somebody who they can vent to. A homosexual is somebody who can do their hair and pretty much like a female in a man's body. But they also have these men who they got the friend zone men, the men who they just call and tell all their problems to. They got the man who he's the bank. He's the bank. He's the dick and the bank. He's the guy who got the money, and every now and then she might need a situation taken care of, and of course he take care of that financially for her for a price, right? And see, in this situation, that's who she gonna reach out to. He not gonna know nothing about it, right? She may tell him something like, "Oh, my friend paid for it," talking about one of her homegirls. And of course, these liberal black women, they hang with liberal black women. And so one of her friends, of course, will lie for her and say, "Yeah, I got the ticket for her," or whatever. Whole time she got this ticket from that dude who she keep on speed dial in case of a situation like this. And this poor brother, who is a good brother, will never know about it. So he replies, "No, stay on course, babe. We will talk about this later. I love you." Wait, listen. I want y'all listen, brothers. Please listen to what I'm saying. This is the women that you need to stay away from, and especially if you have. Once again, I gotta keep repeating myself. If you have any dealing with this type of woman, make sure she's nothing but a concubine, and do not leave your semen nowhere around this woman, because you don't want to reproduce with a concubine. Wait, some of that money is mine though. I know I gave you at least 1,000 toward the house fund. Please give me my money and I'll pay it back later. No, this is what they do. This is what they do, man. This is what they do. This is why the liberal black woman stays stagnant in her life, and in some situations she digress. Why is that? Because she don't set goals, and when she set goals, she don't stand on goals. Woman is not about structure and discipline. They need a man to structure and discipline their lives. Now, is there a exception to that rule? Of course, but majority of women don't grow up mentally and mature till they're about 60 years old. So and like I say, once again, are there exceptions to that? Yes. But for the most part, the woman is an oversized child, a child with titties until she's 60 years old. And so she needs somebody in her life to structuralize and teach her discipline until then. Because why is that? She will never move forward in life, because why is that? And most of them have weed habits, all kind of habits, which is add fuel to that already no discipline, add fuel to that already no structure in their life. So whatever happens in their life, they'll have something set for this day, and all the money I do it another time, and that happens and happens and happens and happens. They have no structure, and so now this woman, listen, this is how much she idolized Beyonce. She's ready to take money out of a fund for the betterment of something in her life that's gonna be long term, for a temporary situation for a celebrity that care less about her. So let's go to the last slide. Are you serious? Tell me you're joking. I'm very serious. When can I pick it up? You're telling me Beyonce is more important than our dream home we've been saving 10 months for. You contributed 710 to the fund. The rest is me. You promise to be responsible, right? Right? Now listen, remember what I just told you, brothers. The woman until she's about 60 years old is an oversized child. Look what she said. I want my money. You see? You see what I'm saying? I want my money. Like a child having a tantrum because she can't get her way to go see Beyonce, someone who she idolized. Now here go the brother. Okay, I'll withdraw it today and give, and you can pick it up. The engagement is off. I need a break. What? This is her reply. What? So you're breaking up with me for asking for my money? Fine. Text me when I can pick it up. Bye. Right? Complete went over a tantrum, gave up a big move in her future, a big milestone in their future for one night of Instagram photos and videos to go see her somebody that she idolized. She didn't gave up everything. Or I don't know. Like I say, I don't know what happened to it. Maybe they talked about it, but I'm just showing you where it went, where this went, and why you brothers should not deal with liberal black women, liberal women, period. But especially, like I say, this is channels geared toward the black man. What is this video is geared toward the black man, and I'm telling you, leave these liberal black women alone. Let them get just what they gonna get. A house full of kids, Section A, and even if they doing good, let them die alone. Leave the lesson they wanna, lesson they get in order. You know what I'm saying? And they able to change. But clearly at this point, this woman here is not in that lane. She is not one of those ones that you would even waste time with changing. Because if I was to see her or know about this, if I was to know this brother, and he was a friend of mine, and he told me about this woman, and I knew about that, everybody that I know men wise that would mess with her, I would let them know this is not the one, bro. This woman just gave up her whole future to go see Beyonce for one night. This is not the woman you want. This woman is having a tantrum. I could see if it was, I could see, look, babe, I need this money for my mama to help bury my mama. I need this money to help bury a family member. Something serious like that, then okay, that's a different story. But to see Beyonce, and this woman is a woman who has the quote unquote city girl mindset. This is the woman who will cheat on you, brother. This is the woman you stay away from, brother. This woman is a concubine at best. But for somebody like me, I don't want this woman nowhere around me draining my energy, sucking my energy. And I seen another video, another slide that I want to add in this video, and this pretty much breaks it down on the type of woman that you would deal with and not deal with, right? And I wanna go into it because I seen some, and I think they had a lot of valuable. I think they had a lot of valuable. I think they had a lot of valuable wisdom and knowledge in these situations. So I'm gonna share them with you guys, and I want you guys to take note. Like I say, you can pause the video, but I'm gonna read them out, and I'm gonna give my, I'm gonna add my commentary to it. It says here, with the great future, my boy, 17 men should look for in a woman. If a girl lacks these qualities, you shouldn't enter a relationship with her. In other words, you shouldn't build with her. You shouldn't look at her as a wife. She's a concubine at best. What do I say? What I said in the beginning of the video, fellas? The black community suffering because what? Lack of fathers. Why did I say that? Everybody in the household lacks when the father is not in the home. The mother, the son, and the daughter. A lot of times we speak about the son. Yes, we know the son needs his father to be taught how to be a man, but the daughter also needs her father. These women who you see on social media shaking, twerking, and these women didn't have a strong relationship with their father. Why is that? Because a girl that has a strong relationship with her father, um, they're not gonna do stuff that can potentially embarrass their father, right? These are the women who you see just with no structure in their life. Most liberal women didn't grow up with fathers. They hate men. It's always men the problem. And like I said, I tell a lot of brothers, a lot of these black women is ruined because of us. Whether it be her father, whether it be somebody was a black man who put her in a situation that she's in. But that's not here or there. So I want to read these. But because since this one of the number one things, and it's one of the number one things I always speak about, and it's the number one thing on the list. Good relationship with her father. Girls who hate their father often act entitled, narcissistic. The woman is a natural narcissist. Once again, like I say, till she's about 60 years old, that's when she finally mature. Other than that, the woman is all about herself, her need, what she want, what she like. That's why marriages these days in the black community, 80 out of all of the divorces, 80 some percent is the woman who filed for divorce because she does not care about the children and how much they need a father. These other races, they will be unhappy for 18 years just to make sure the children go to high school, make it out of school, and then they'll divorce. Not the black woman. If she not happy, if she quote unquote bored, she will leave the relationship. It don't always gotta be about cheating. It don't always gotta be about cheating. And I heard a brother say this. This not my thing. I borrowed this from a brother. He said that he think that's why God gave the woman the maternal DNA because she's a natural narcissist and all she care about herself. So the Most High gave her a maternal DNA so she can not only think about herself but she could think about her child. But we know a lot of these liberal black women children is just like going to the store for them. They really don't care about these children. They only care about the thing that these children bring in their life, like bigger food stamp amounts, more income tax. They don't really care about these children. That's why you see the stuff that you see happening in the black community. Because these women do not care about these kids. They only care about the aid that comes with these kids, sex in their housing, etc. And just the quote unquote sympathy that they get from having children. All that is what it's about. A lot of these women do not care about these children, but that's not here or there. So let me go back to this. A good relationship with her father. Girls who hate their fathers often act entitled, narcissistic, believe all men are bad or evil. Why is that? Because they never had a man that loved them unconditionally for nothing, just for who they is. They never had that, which is what a father provides. A father is gonna provide his little princess with unconditional love, and not because he want no pussy or nothing. He just love her because who she is. Never learned how to respect a man, right? Because a lot of time they grew up in these single parent homes. The mama don't respect men. The mama talking dog the daddy out, and every man come in her life. So they not taught respect by how they mama act, so they don't respect a man. If you're looking for a long term relationship, only date girls who love and honor their dad. I agree 1,000%. Let's go to the next slide. Low body count. All women are born with high value, and it's their job to preserve that value. Quality girls don't just sleep with any guy. They save themselves for high value men. Don't buy a car with 300,000 miles on it. Well, that's a situation that of course I agree with, but say for instance you from Louisiana and you move to Georgia and you begin dating. I mean, you might have a woman once again who used to be a liberal and have a high body count. Now she rehabilitated, and you won't know about it unless she's honest and tell you, well, I used to be a hoe, I used to be a stripper, because certain lifestyles, certain jobs already tell you everything you need to know. If she used to be a stripper, she got a high body count. You know what I'm saying? So, she used to be a bar, a host of parties. She used to a bartender, those type of things. She got a high body count. But if, like I say, if you in another city, that's one thing with me. Like, that's why I stopped dating in my hometown, because I'm not from a very big hometown, and I got a partner. Now I did my thing too, but I got a partner who, he's one of those, hot guy, real handsome, real successful, and he pretty much messed with pretty much a lot of the women in my city. And if he haven't messed with them being in my city so small, somebody that I know either got a baby with him or they mess with him. And so my thing was I stopped dating in my hometown for the simple fact that every woman I date, in my mind, or whether I know it or not, they didn't either mess with somebody I know or got a baby with somebody I know, or my partner didn't mess with them. And I can't mess with you like that. I can't have no dealing with no woman and I'm walking around my city with her and people looking at me saying they say, "Ooh, I used to do this with her," and I know it. I know they looking at me like that because they used to mess with her. But versus if I go to Florida, for example, and I get a bust down. She used to be a bust down back in the G, but now she conservative. She picked up her crown, and she willing to follow me. and be my help me. And even though she might have lived that lifestyle there, I don't really know nobody out there. So I mean, I don't, whatever looks I might get, I won't understand them. So that's a situation that you deal with at your own discretion. But that's my thoughts on that. Number three, and this is a very important one. I tell people all the time, whether it be a man or woman, you can tell what somebody is about by going on their social media. Ain't no such, unless it's somebody who don't get on social media. But we know most people in today's culture is big on social media. If you go on any one of my social media accounts, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it's only a few things. All I'm talking about is either God or politics. That's and so when you meet me in person, that's what I'm about. I'm about God, politics, and self help. That's what I'm about. And that's all I post on my social media. And so you can always judge somebody by their social media, right? And so number three, low profile social media. Avoid girls who show off their bodies on IG. That should be a given. That should be a given. If you getting in a relationship with women who, naked or half naked on Instagram, you deserve whatever you get, brother. Those women are concubines. Once again, concubines at best. Some of them I wouldn't even waste my time with them because they so fine. You'll mess around and get with them women and say, man, forget the condom because stuff happened and now you got a baby and now you're a slave to your penis because now everything you do, this woman get paid from you. You should see y'all. I'm sure y'all know the outrageous thing that brothers is paying women. Kanye West in his situation, which I don't understand why he had to pay that much, because Kim Kardashian already rich, but this brother is paying upwards of $200,000 a month. Some of these athletes $50,000 a month, 220,000. Like it's just the numbers can be outrageous. And like I said, the people I'm speaking to is kings, black conservative, black ruling class mindset. So these are on black men who gonna be great, who plan on being great. They putting in the work. So you don't have that time. Not only financially, you don't have that time to have somebody you don't have the time to be stressed out and not being able to focus on what you got going on in life because you stressing about having your daughter with a woman who on social media half naked. So these women are not, in my opinion, to be benched with at all. But if so, a concubine at best. They come bucket, use them for what they use them for, and dispose of them. They are addicted to male attention. They have dozens of guys in their DM, and they not telling all them guys no. I don't care what they tell you, how much they love you. Don't date girls who post half naked photos. Like I say, number three should be pretty much a given. And that's in my opinion. If you dating women who do these three things, you asking for trouble. Don't be tripping when you get your heart broke. Don't be tripping when she end up getting pregnant on you. Don't be tripping when you find men in her phone. Don't be tripping if you catch her in the act of doing something she don't have no business. Because if you chose to get in a relationship, a serious relationship with the number three, with this individual that I'm talking about right now, number three, you ask for what you're getting for, brother. Let's go to number four. Modesty and good manners. Bold, extroverted girls can be a lot of fun, but most aren't suitable for a relationship. No man worth his salt wants to come home to a bossy, demanding chick. Find a shy, polite girl who happily serves you, your helpmeet. Not talking about no servant and slave type of situation. Serve you mean being your helpmeet. Bold and extroverted girls can be a lot of fun, but most aren't suitable for a relationship because they too friendly. They friendly and they are flirting. They, once again, going back to number three, they love male attention. Once again, I'm speaking to the black kings, the black conservatives, the black men with a ruling class mindset, and the black men that's putting in the work to be great. No man worth his salt wants to come home to a bossy, demanding woman. After you didn't have these long business meetings or long flights and just a busy day, this is not who you want to come home to. No bossy, demanding woman. You want a shy, girly girl, overly feminine woman who is happy to be your helpmeet. Number five. Oh, this something I just said. Feminine spirit. Feminine girls are timid, caring, and soft. These liberal black women, They talk like men, they cuss like men, they drink like men. These are not women you want to be dealing with. Unless, once again, for the 100th time, they are to be a concubine at best. You don't build with them, you don't get in a relationship with them, you don't try to change them. You do you, and either they gonna latch on or you dispose of them or put them in their respective position, which is a concubine at best. So let me start this over. Number 5, feminine spirit. Feminine girls are timid. Mean they very shy and they really, you're not gonna catch them arguing and being ghetto in public. You're not gonna catch them on social media fighting and all that because they stay in their position and they understand that that's not being ladylike. They're caring and they're soft. They understand their role in a relationship. Look for qualities like compassion, kindness, and tenderness. Number 6, respect and admiration. Never spend your valuable time and attention on a disrespectful bratty girl. Once again, a liberal. She's a narcissist. All is about her. Like this woman I just showed y'all about earlier in the Beyonce slide. She don't care about their future. She don't care about what they got together. All she care about is her. And when it got to a point where it wasn't going her way, she got what? Bratty and disrespectful. I'm coming get my money. Fine. A girl should be thrilled to be with you. Why is that? Because you're a king, black man. Should she admire you as a she? No, she should admire you as her hero. If she doesn't value you, move on and find a girl worthy of your time. Point blank, period. Let's go to the final. No, I think it's one more. No, this is a loyal spirit. Love. I always tell people, everybody talk about they love, 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 love. Love is loyalty and sacrifice. That's what love is. And that comes from both parties. So number 7 is very important. A loyal spirit. Loyalty is vital in any relationship. When times are hard, loyal girls stay by your side. Look for girls who have a track record of being trustworthy and committed to long-term hobbies and interests. What does that mean? That means they have discipline and structure. They not always wishy-washy, doing this year, doing that the next year like a child. And like I said, most women don't have discipline and structure. Like I said, it's always an exception to the rule. But you look for women who are loyal to something. Look for women who have morals and respect for themselves. But look for women who are committed, trustworthy. Look for girls who have a track record of showing these qualities. Look for women who show these qualities through things that they going through in their life, through how they pay their bills, or they discipline with their weight, or they discipline with their eating habits. These are the women you want. You want women who showcase loyalty, and it may not even be with another relationship because you won't know it that if her past relationship, but deal with women who you know have loyalty spirit, and you will be able to understand. You will be able to grasp that, my brother. You're a true king. You're a man with a ruling class mindset. You have a high level of discernment. You'll be able to discern if she have a loyal spirit by the things she say out of her mouth, by her lifestyle choices, by everything in her life. You'll be able to know. How long does she have a vehicle? Do she get a vehicle every year for income tax? These are the type of thing. Even though it's maybe something small, you want to take all that into consideration when you're dealing with a woman. You're looking for that spirit of loyaltiness, because if she had a spirit of loyalty in small things, she definitely gonna have it with you. Because if you taking care of your business, you handle business like you're supposed to, and you're not out here cheating and breaking her heart and just treating her like a slave and doing that. And I'm gonna show you something. I done seen women that have a loyalty spirit so much they even stay going through all that because they have a spirit of loyalty. And most of these women were raised by what? Their fathers. And so I just want to thank y'all for listening to this, man. Brothers, take this video in consideration. And And this is my fourth entry in the message to the black man. And I have plenty more messages to come for you, brothers. Y'all have a blessed one. Thanks for listening.